The first thing I saw was her car, parked in a hotel garage it had no reason being in, engine still ticking as if it had just been abandoned in a hurry. I was sitting in my own car across the dim concrete lane at the Marriott in downtown Chicago, fingers frozen on the steering wheel, staring at her license plate like it might suddenly change. She had told me she was at a late meeting. That's when it hit me. Something wasn't right. I didn't get out. I didn't confront her. I just sat there in the cold, watching the elevator doors open and close, waiting to see who would walk out with her. But no one came. And that was worse, because it meant she was still upstairs, doing something I wasn't supposed to know about. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. It started small. It always does. Emily began guarding her phone like it contained state secrets. Face down. Silent mode. Always within reach. We lived in a high-rise apartment on West Randolph Street, and suddenly she started taking calls on the balcony, even when it was freezing. "Work's crazy," she'd say. I believed her, because that's what husbands do. Then came the distance. Subtle at first. She stopped laughing at my jokes. Stopped asking about my day. Nights felt quiet. Too quiet. But she still kissed me goodbye every morning. Still said, "Love you." And that almost fooled me. Almost. The unease built slowly. One night, she came home late. Again. I asked casually, "Long day?" "Don't start," she snapped, tossing her purse down. That wasn't her. Emily used to be calm. Controlled. Now she was defensive. Sharp. That's when I noticed the receipt. It slipped out of her coat pocket when she hung it up. Room service. Marriott downtown. 2 entrees. 2 drinks. 1 dessert. At 10:42 p.m. My stomach dropped. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I waited. 2 nights later, she said she had another late meeting. I nodded. Smiled. Good luck. Then I followed her. From a distance. All the way to that same hotel. Same garage. Same parking spot. And this time I got out. I didn't need a hidden camera. I didn't need to guess. I waited in the lobby, pretending to scroll my phone. And then I saw them. Emily. And him. Jason. Her coworker. The one she said was annoying. The one she said tries too hard. He had his hand on her lower back like it belonged there. She laughed at something he said. Not the polite laugh she gave me lately. A real one. They walked straight to the elevator. Together. That's when something inside me went silent. Denial didn't last long. When she got home that night, I asked, "How was the meeting?" "Exhausting," she sighed, kicking off her heels. I looked her in the eyes. She didn't flinch. Not even a crack. That was the moment I realized. She wasn't just cheating. She was good at it. The manipulation started immediately. "You're being distant," she told me a few days later. "You don't talk to me anymore." I almost laughed. But I didn't. Instead, I said, "Just work stress." She nodded, relieved. She thought she was in control, that everything was normal. And I let her believe that. The emotional collapse came quietly. Late nights alone in the living room. Staring at nothing. Replaying every moment. Every lie. Every smile that meant nothing. I didn't yell. Didn't break anything. I just stopped feeling. And that scared me more than anything. Then came the transformation. Silent. Precise. I contacted a divorce lawyer in River North. Quietly. Efficiently. I gathered everything. Bank statements. Hotel charges. Text logs I managed to access when she left her phone unattended one night. I didn't rush. I built a case. Piece by piece. The planning became my purpose. Emily thought I was distant. She thought I was distracted. She had no idea I was dismantling our entire life behind the scenes. I moved money into a separate account. Documented assets. Prepared the paperwork. And then I found the perfect moment. Jason was getting promoted. Big celebration at their office downtown. Emily insisted I come. "Everyone's bringing their partners," she said. I smiled. Of course. The trap was simple. Clean. Legal. I had already filed the divorce papers. All I needed was timing. The party was loud. Glasses clinking. Laughter everywhere. Jason stood at the center, soaking in attention. Emily by his side. Too close. Too comfortable. I waited. Then I walked up. "Hey," I said, calm. Emily smiled. "There you are." Jason extended his hand. "Good to finally." "I know who you are," I cut in. The room shifted. Silence creeping in. I placed an envelope on the table between them. Emily frowned. "What is that?" "Open it." She hesitated. Then did. Her face drained. Jason leaned over, confused. Divorce papers, I said, steady. And copies of hotel receipts. Messages. Dates. The room went dead quiet. Emily looked up at me, eyes wide. You're overreacting. No, I said softly. I just stopped ignoring it. Jason stepped back, hands up like he didn't want any part of it. Too late. Everyone was watching, their boss included. The aftermath wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet. Jason's promotion? Gone. Conduct issues, they called it. Emily tried to call me. Text me. Explain. I didn't respond. Not once. I moved out within a week. New place. New routine. No pictures. No memories. Just silence. Clean. Cold silence. The last message she sent read, I never thought you'd just disappear like this. I stared at it for a long time. Then I deleted it. Because the truth was, I didn't disappear. I just finally saw everything clearly and chose to walk away. Forever. The end.